Morning, guys. Mike from Pattern Traders. It is January 30th, month end, on a Tuesday. I'm not going to give you a full-blown BTC update, but I want to just give you a reminder. I have the fair value gaps that I've been talking about, the daily time frame. The upper 50%, which usually acts like more of a magnet in a bullish environment. Level to level play is 44.4 thousand and 45.6 thousand. So let's just assume between 44K and $45,000 will be a potential bearish retest into further downside. And again, the probability of this being, I'm going to make this gray so this way we could differentiate between the 50% upper and the 50% lower, because we're currently in the 50% lower. And the reason why I break these up is because it all depends on what the oscillators. Okay, there we go. It all depends on what the oscillators currently show. If we do have a potential further top movement, especially because we just took liquidity from this low. From this high. Sorry about that. All right, downside now. What am I looking at for downside? Strictly just speaking, one level that I'm interested in, and this is going to be daily imbalance. I'll give you the levels in a second. And I'm sorry, guys, I haven't had coffee yet. I'm still like all over the place. It's no background. And then we're going to do the daily demand zone, which personally speaking, I think it's going to hold for a move to the top side. Green, daily demand. Okay, so this is all I've been watching. I've probably stated this a million times in the past videos. And then also one other important thing that I want you to remember is the levels. I don't need this, I need this. And I don't need the CME because that's going to be a noose. Okay. December low. That's it. That's all I'm watching. And this is obviously going to be this January low. Okay. It's all I'm watching, guys. Turn everything off. It's not needed. Turn off the FEG. Turn off the... That's it, guys. Liquidity has been taken up here, so we could just put a dotted line instead of anything. And go to your lower time frame. And that's all you need, basically. Watch what happens now that we took the liquidity. Watch what happens to price action when we happen to come back down to test. Where's the 1 hour? I think the 1 hour had it. Hold on. Let me see. It was a 1 hour or was it 4 hour? One of the two. I don't remember. Where is this thing? There we go. Sorry, it was a 2 hour. Watch what happens when we come back down to retest this zone. Low time frame demand. Usually, I don't really identify the low time frame demands, only because the fact that the higher time frame is going to supersede them, no matter what happens. But if you're looking at a level to level play on the lower time frame, I'm going to draw two scenarios for you. This is going to be your most obvious play currently right now. That's being, here we go. That's it. That's all you need. And just wait and see what happens. Oops. You have your daily level, daily imbalance, which is going to be between 41,000.3 and 40,000.2. That's going to be a daily imbalance. And a daily demand, which is very important because when you have a demand plus an FEG together, which is going to be the imbalance, likelihood of it holding is high. Right? You want to see setups like this. You want to see setups where the FEG is either above the demand for a long or the FEG is below the supply for a short. The probability of those levels, those zones holding are very high. And the demand zone right now currently on the downside is 40,200 into 39,000, say give or take about 39,600. So regardless of what bullish, bearish scenario we're getting, whatever the case is, this is all you technically need. Are we in for a bearish retest where we're going to do something like this? Sorry. And then collapse? right? Because you need your lower high. And if you do happen to get your lower high on the lower time frame, this is going to be your lower high on the lower time frame, right? This is going to be your lower time frame structure. And then on the higher time frame structure, this is your high, this is your low, and this is your lower high. So then at that point, if those are your 3 points on the higher time frame, you know what you're targeting, right? This is going to be your main target down here. Ideally, what you want to assume is that your golden pocket will get filled. Golden pocket in a on a 1-to-1 extension is low 30s. And then if you're really bullish, all you're doing is just taking out this December low at 37.5, tapping the 1-to-1 extension 36,000, and then from here going back up to 50K. And then at 50,000, at 52,000, the level between $50,000 and $52,000, at that point you'll make your bigger retracement back down. So either way, guys, the way I'm looking at this right now, I know I'm drawing a bunch of lines. It all depends what happens when we get to this type of rejection. Are we going to put in a lower high here? I'm sorry, a higher low here, where we're going to go up and come down and it's going to be your lower high? Right? Lower high, higher low, and then from here, head back up to 52? Or are we going to put in a lower high? Which means, say we do go up, come back down, lower high here, lower high here. This is going to be your high. Another high, and then another high here, and then this is going to be your low, your lower low, your div play into 52K. So this is what I'm watching right now. I know it's kind of sloppy, guys, but if you look at it from a higher time frame perspective, it doesn't look like we're in the clear yet, guys. So you know, you could be as bullish as you want. I'm bullish as well, but like you could be as long-term bullish as you want. But in a structure perspective, if you have nothing on your chart but just candles, this looks like we are potentially putting in a bearish retest. And the only level that matters on a bearish retest is to fill the imbalance. And where's your daily imbalance? Regardless of what anybody tells you, here. We get above this level, we're going to make a new high. We don't get above this level, you know we're targeting the imbalance on the downside. These are the only 2 levels that matter to us right now. Or we're going to just basically get above. Sorry about that. We're going to come back down here, and we go to $52,000. And nobody knows, man. Like it doesn't matter who tells you what. Nobody knows what's gonna happen, right? This is just gonna basically gonna be a sit back, watch, buy some spot. And once you get confirmation that we are in the clear, you long. Until then, guys, this does not look like it is an easy or safe play. And I understand that this looks like a clear deviation. And then when you have a clear deviation of price, you know that the low is in. And I'm going to agree with you guys. This is a clear deviation, guys. But what do we do on the top side too, man? Come on. We did it also on the top side as well. We're just repeating what price action, you know, it's the same exact. There's no difference. We did it on the top side. We're doing it on the bottom. This is just chop. One range, chopping around. No difference at all. And if you look at one more thing before I get off the mic. So I'm working on a new level to level indicator, not indicator, identifier for quarters. I don't have it with me right now. I'm not going to sit here and draw it out, but just assume that this is your quarter 1, right? And then this is going to be your quarter 2, right? This way it's easier to identify levels. Where's April? Based off time. Okay, this is going to be your quarter 2. Sorry guys, I know I'm going to kill time right now, but I just want you guys to see what I'm looking at right now. Alright, so if you just break this up in quarters, right, quarter to quarter play, so you just look at it from a quarter to quarter play, okay? What have we done since last Q1, right? This is Q1. This is Q1 of 2023. And this is Q1, come on, man, of 2024. What have we done, guys? Like literally, we were just going up. All we've been doing is going up. So structure to structure play. This is going to be your impulse move to the top side. We impulsed green. these 2 quarters, all we've done was consolidate. Consolidation is going to be yellow. And then another impulse that we are Q4, I apologize, green, followed by consolidation or a dump. And to me, this is the dump. This quarter is going to be all about the dump. This is going to be the trap and the dump. And then Q2 will be the consolidation before another pivotal move up. And ideally, I don't think it's going to be that quick. I think Q2 and Q3, we're going to just chop around and basically just keep consolidating the way we did over here. Don't forget, we spent 2 quarters, man. 2 quarters consolidating. And this is going to be one of the most important things that you need to actually tell yourself. Do you have patience to just buy, spot, and hold? This is 2 full quarters. You know what 2 quarters are? It's a long time, man. 185 days. It's a long time, right? So I don't think that this is going to be an easy, hey, buy, walk away, and call it a day. I'm sorry, buy, leverage, walk away, and call it a day. This is going to be a spot play. And this, to me, I personally think is going to be a dump. I think that we're going to dump this whole quarter, and then we're going to consolidate this particular quarter until we get to a good spot, right? Wherever it's going to be. I'm not going to identify the next quarters. July 1st. Okay. And then we have September 1st. October. Okay. Yes, and then this should be the, yeah, so basically dump, and then up, consolidate, up, and then this should be, this is what I'm playing, guys. This is exactly what I'm playing. So impulse up, consolidation, impulse up, dump, consolidation, and then start another impulse up. And I could be wrong. And I'm going to play it month to month. I'm not going to, quarter to quarter. I'm not going to go crazy and try to identify a top and a bottom. This is what I'm playing, and this is how I'm going to play it. And I just want you guys to know that we're not in a stage that we're going to just keep going up without having a proper retracement to the downside. We did this in 2020 and 2021 as well. And if you look at the oscillators, yeah, the oscillators look half decent. They look good. They're all reset. But until you get a daily over-under again, you're not like reset where it's going to be up only for multiple months. Basically, they're all going to be retests, and the higher highs usually end up in deviations which cause lower lows, right? It's all a matter of identifying, is this going to be, like, for example, look at the 2-day. 2-day is completely reset, but look how far away these top ones are. So this is going to go reach it. This to me is going to be a retest which is going to give you a beautiful move to the top side, which is going to eventually make a lower low, right, from the low that we just put in. Whether it's now or whether it's next quarter, this low, to me, personally speaking, is not going to hold. And that's how I'm playing it, guys. And the most important time frame for you to be able to identify everything is the weekly and the 2-week. And then if you go to a new chart and you look at the 2-week on the PT trend, do I even have the PT trend on here? I do. Beautiful. Again, I stated this in the previous video. Look what happens whenever we turn red on the PT trend, guys. Look what happens whenever we turn red on the PT trend. It is important to identify the dump, and we are not red yet, but please be aware of what happens when the 2-week PT trend turns red. It's a massive dump, right? And the massive dump may be anywhere between 25 to 50% down. 25 to 50% down, right? 50%. I think this was 25 or 30%. I don't know what this was, but this was 21%, but we took that wick. We took it out. So if we happen to get, if we happen to get another red 2-week PT trend algo fire, in my eyes, this is going to go down and we're going to make a new low. We're going to break $38,000. That's all I'm saying. Please be careful, trade safe, and any questions, just feel free to DM me, guys. Enjoy your days.